Howdy folks, I am the Psychic Pineapple and I'm back. Today, I wonder whether I can beat Pokemon Black with only a single Purrloin. Now, I get this Purrloin and I name her Kay. She ends up having a relaxed nature, which ups her defense and lowers her speed. Could be good and bad, seeing as speed is quite important when you don't have a lot of HP, but defense is always nice when going up against physical attackers. Now, first challenge in this game, going through tutorials, like this catching tutorial, that I don't need because I've played these games before. Now I'm using my usual rules here, so basically held items only and no evolving. First major fight I can think of is Pokemon Trainer N, who also has a Purrloin that is level 7 and K is level 6. Okay, I lose that fight. Alright, I do end up winning that fight, thankfully. I then make my way up to the next city where I get ambushed by Bianca, who I also lose to since Kay hasn't been healed from any of the trainer fights on this route. Now, I go in for a second round and end up winning it quite easily. The next major fight would be yet another rival fight, except this time it's against Charon, who promptly kicks my butt. I might need to gain a few levels here. There isn't much strategy I can think of at this low of a level other than just spam scratch. I think I actually lost due to bad luck, so I head back and I'm able to take out his entire team fairly easily. Next up is the Drayden City Gym. Since I replaced Tepig with Kay, I'm going up against Cress. Now I can't win this right now. Too low leveled, especially since Lillipup has work up. Now I go back in at level 15 and lose again, and then realize, wait, I have Fury Swipes. Next I go in and spam Fury Swipes over and over again and get very lucky with 5 swipes, one time wiping out the Lillipup, and Pampor goes down to a lucky Fury Swipes again where Cress never gets the chance to heal. Now this gets me the trio badge. Charon shows up again and gets his ass kicked by refusing to use any attacking moves with the best starter. The next big fight is with N, who proceeds to beat me pretty easily again. Now, this time, I go to level K up, since the Eviolite I need for this run is in Castelia City. Now, something that makes this fight a bit harder is that K is weak to fighting, and Low Kick keeps obliterating her. So Fury Swipes doesn't really hit hard enough for that. I guess I need to level up quite a bit. Now, I level up K to 25, because I like nice level numbers that end on a 0 and 5, and don't really show all the other fights where I keep failing over and over again. Though, the move I needed came at level 24, so now her moveset is Pursuit, Home Claws, Fury Swipes, and Fake Out. Home Claws is pretty good, so I can raise attack, which lets Kay do enough damage to kill the Timber. And next up is the Nakreen City Gym. This one might be a bit tough since Herdier is pretty scary. It has Intimidate, meaning I need to use Home Claws, and with moves like Retaliate and Takedown, it can do a lot of damage. And Watchdog also has Retaliate, so this might be a bit tough. Now when I walk in, I get to experience firsthand how much a stab takedown can do. Turns out, it's quite a lot. I level K up to 28 and replace Pursuit with Assurance. This doesn't seem to do anything as the same exact scene plays out as last time. Retaliate on Watchdog still kills K. Next time, I feel like I might be close until Hypnosis happens and then K dies to Retaliate. Now, level 35, K takes out Herdier, and then the Watchdog comes out and misses Hypnosis, allowing K to finish it in 2 Assurances. After that, I deal with Team Plasma and Pinwheel Forest and head on over to Castelia to get my hands on the Eviolite, as well as take on Burgh. His team consists of a level 21 Whirlipede, level 21 Dwebble, and level 23 Levani. Now, I'm somewhat worried that the bug moves will just oak okay, but I do have the Eviolite, so I might be fine. Anywho, let's find out. My first run with Burgh is right after fighting a few gym trainers, so Kay is already wounded. So I go in and I lose, but I get further than I expected. Next time I go in, I get kinda lucky. Though Levani ends up killing with a crit Razor Leaf, I believe I was so close. I fully believe I can win this gym battle without needing to grind, and it looks like I was right. A bit better action in this battle. First, Kay takes out the Whirlipede after a Fake Out and 2 Assurances. Then Dwebble decides to spam Sand Attack, so I counter by spamming Home Claws and Oko it. Next up, Levani, who with the boosted attack nearly kills with a hit, and then when Burgh Hyper Potions, I use 1 more Home Claws and then take it out with, I believe, a 5 boosted attack Pursuit. Next up is another rival battle with Bianca. She starts with Herdier, and it has Intimidate, so I Home Claws 3 times and then it dies in 1 hit. Next is, oh, it's dead, and next one is also dead. No, hey, Bianca's last hit's dead. Well, that was quite easy. After that, I get ambushed by Charon, who ends up killing Kay quite quickly since she's injured from Bianca. Next fight, Kay gets off 2 Home Claws and takes out basically everything, where in the actual battle, she learns Night Slash and replaces Assurance with that, since Night Slash is pretty good. Next up is Nimbasa City. Now Team Plasma is here at the theme park, and I get another talk and battle with N. First up is Sandile, who goes down to a fake out Night Slash, then Scraggy uses Swagger, and Confusion takes over half of Kay's health, and then she dies. I have to rewatch 20-year-old dragging me into an elevator. That's always fun. Next fight, for the first time in basically ever, Confusion does literally nothing, and it feels great. Kay uses Home Claws on turn 1 and proceeds to sweep N's entire team with a 3-boosted Night Slash. Next up is Elesa. She has 2 Emolgas in a Zebstrika, which is a bit scary, seeing as I'm betting they outspeed Kay, since an earlier Emolga did from a gym trainer. I also need to worry about paralysis, since everyone but Zebstrika has static and Kay is a physical attacker. Time to go into the fight without healing from any of the gym trainers, as I like to do now. And it turns out, there was literally nothing I needed to worry about. The Emolgas Volt Switch over and over again, so Kay uses Home Claws over and over again so I can guarantee a kill. She crits Zebstrika and is left on 7 HP, and now I have myself the Bolt badge. Next up, we get a pretty serious team with Bianca, but we can skip right past that and head on over to the next location, which just so happens to be a rival battle with Sharon. In the fight, he gets off a Torment, so I alter using Night Slash and Fury Swipes to get an ungodly amount of crits. I also find a PP up in a trash can and use it on Night Slash. Next up is Kay, who has a Crocorock, Poliwag, and Excadrill. So far, Excadrill is normally kinda scary since it's pretty damn strong, though Crocorock could be annoying since it resists Night Slash and also apparently Steel resists Dark as well, since the chart I looked at was for modern generations where Steel lost its resistance, meaning Excadrill is actually gonna be kinda tough. Gonna level up a bit and see if that helps. Next round, Swagger makes Kay lose basically all of her health, which is always fun. Next few go basically the same, a mixture of Swagger and Excadrill just being very strong, so I sit down for a bit and get Kay leveled up. This run, at level 48, Kay doesn't get off a perfect swipe on Crocorock, and it gets off a Swagger, and then Confusion does nothing once more. As a 2-boosted attack, Kay sweeps Clay's entire team easily. Next battle is against Bianca, which isn't exciting enough to talk about, and is probably going to be over before I finish talking. I make my way over to the Shardstone Cave, and I'm about to regret not getting any repels. Next is a battle with Team Plasma and N. Thankfully, Kay is capable of taking out all of his team, even though she does take a decent bit of damage. Now for Skyla's team. Skyla has a Swoobat, who I'm not too concerned about at all, since Psychic, weak to dark. Unpheasant, don't know much about, and I don't have any strong opinions on Swanna, really. Some previous battles have made me need to level Kay up a lot, making some previous areas easier afterwards. Let's see if this is one of those. And I go in without healing up from all the trainer battles, and I guess I was right. Yeah, Skyla, there's not much to talk about here. Skyla's team goes down easily, meaning I get myself whatever badge she has. Now, I end up running into Charon and Team Plasma in one of these caves, and I finally make it out of Twist Mountain, where I had to avoid a fight because fighting types are death. Which reminds me, there's a Fighting Dark Elite Four, so if I manage to get far enough, then I'm not looking forward to that. Brycen is up next. He has a level 37 Vanillish, level 37 Cryogno, and level 39 Beartech. I think I might have a decent chance without needing to level up much, but we'll find out. I'm probably going to try to use Home Claws at least once, and now, as usual, I'm fighting the gym leader without healing at all. Let's find out if Kay can do it. Beartech hits with an Icicle Crash and Kay goes down. Let's try again at this level. This time, Kay uses Fake Out, then 2 Home Claws against Vanillish. Next up is Beartech, who doesn't get taken out in one hit by Night Slash, and Brycen has to heal. However, it gets off another Icicle Crash, which, if it hits Kay again, it'll kill her, but thankfully, he just wastes all of his potion and Beartech dies since Kay outspeeds it. Cryogonal actually outspeeds Kay, which means it might get an attack off, but that doesn't matter, since it doesn't do too much, and Kay one-shots with Night Slash. Now I have myself the Freeze badge and need to do whatever story stuff comes up next. Alright, skipping over all that cool story stuff, I end up having to catch a Stunfisk, so I name him Sal, so I can use Surf, which I actually quite need. I then get ambushed by Bianca and her Stoutland, which wipes out Kay very quickly with Work Up and Retaliate. I lose once more to a crit Retaliate as well. Next battle, I crit on 2 attack boosted Night Slashes and one-shot the Stoutland. Next up is Superior, who is superior to Kay. Its Leaf Blade hits like a truck and Kay does not hit hard enough. She goes down, meaning I lose once more. I might actually need to try and level up this fight, which is going to take a bit. At level 61, which might be a bit overkill, who knows? I don't until I'm done, but I have Kay use 3 Home Claws just to be safe. Stoutland does a ton of damage, but Kay survives and one-shots it. Superior gets one shot again since he used Leaf Blade instead of Coil, and then Simipour and Musharna are just pushovers. Next up is Opelucid City. Both Drayden and Iris have basically the same teams, and since I'm in black, I'm going up against Drayden. He has a Fracture at level 41, a level 41 Druddigan, and a level 33 Haxorus, which looks pretty cool as a shiny. They'll probably hit hard, but I'm not immediately worrying, but who knows? My feelings could just be very off, which they have been in the past. After a few gym trainers, I'm a bit more worried. Night Slash doesn't kill a Fracture, even if it's been fake outed, and a Dragon Claw did a lot, but K only barely outspeeds. If a Dragon Dance gets used, it'll outspeed. I also lose twice to a Gym Trainer due to Drayden, which sucks. Anyways, now it's time to fight Drayden without healing or anything. First up, K manages to kill Fracture without taking damage. Then she dies to Drayden because of rough skin. I might need to level up K. At level 65, which is only about 3 levels higher, I have her use Fake Out and then Hone Claws on Fracture, who thankfully for K uses Dragon Dance twice instead of attacking at all. Next up is Drayden, whose rough skin is very much a problem. The Hyper Potions really make K take quite a bit of damage, but then Haxorus barely doesn't kill K, and she kills it with a second Night Slash. Now I have my hands on the Legend Badge, which makes 8. And then Charon, he shows up and wants to battle. I end up losing once because K is weak from other trainers, but on the return, 3 Hone Claws and Charon's team is gone. Now then, next time it's up for the Elite Four. Now this is going to truly be a challenge since K isn't very effective against one of them and gets annihilated by the other. Chantel and Caitlyn are most likely going to be Cakewalks since both are weak to Dark. However, Marshall will probably annihilate K in an instant, and Grimsley will be a challenge as well due to him being the Dark Elite Four. Because of this, I feel like if I can beat Marshall, I have a good chance against all of them, so he'll be my first Elite Four challenge. So I go in, and Throw immediately annihilates K with a crit move. Hooray! Now, I'm gonna need to level K up here, so I'm gonna be doing that for quite a while due to how XP works in Gen 5. At level 71, K dies easily to Throw as Fury Swipes keeps missing. Looking into the moves used, Throw keeps using Storm Throw, which always crits, meaning it always does a pretty absurd amount of damage to K. And she needs Eviolite to survive any of this, so I can't really use berries here. Now, Throw is so tanky that it takes an absurd amount of hits to do any damage to him, and to compound on this problem, he hits her so hard I don't think even I can beat him. I'm gonna go try and see if I can take out the other 3 first, so this isn't just a boring bit of just saying about how badly K is getting her ass kicked. And as I say this, I go into Chantal and don't one-shot everything and get burned and lose. I think I'm just gonna go back to trying against Marshall. Now I want to point out, the video playing right now isn't showing all of my defeats. I lost here quite a few times. I'm only showing milestone level defeats like 80 or 85, 90, 95, those kinds of numbers, and not all of those attempts either. Eventually, I decide to head on in at level 94 for some reason, where... oh wow! K eventually takes out Throw, and then Conkeldurr, where I learn I have to not take any damage because my shallow outspeeds and jump kicks. I think I'm gonna stop by the move relearner and try to change up K's moveset. After finding, Heart Scale, I realized I accidentally skipped Slash. I turned it down for some reason. I don't know why, if that was accident or not, but I did. And when I go back using Slash, K easily takes no damage just from being lucky until killing everything but the sock because it has Sturdy with a 1 boosted Slash. I can't believe this. So much pain, so much suffering, so much time lost. Well, sucks to be me. Okay, so Grimsley. He beats K round 1, but I think I can win at my current level, seeing as it is like 95 right now, I think, or 96. I don't remember when I leveled up. I decide to save right before it and just keep reattempting. So, here we go. Almost win round 2 until Life Hurt fakes out. Next up, K one-shots Bisharp, then sweeps easily. Wow, fun. I have a feeling that the next 2 are going to be easy even though I lost the first time, but we can just ignore that. Next up is Chantel again, who I accidentally used Hone Claws on and forget to heal, meaning Cuffagrigus, Will-O-Wisps, and Burns, and I reset. And then I sweep her team. It's going to be basically nothing, and I don't expect Caitlyn to be any different. And yeah, it was so easy it doesn't even deserve a mention. Even if K was still at the level I entered, it'd probably still be a sweep, which I just realized my stupid mistake earlier and managed to not forget Slash. That would have helped so much here. It's time for the champion fight against Alder. Wait, never mind. Looks like Team Plasma has appeared, and it looks like a giant castle came out of nowhere, and now I need to fight a Reshiram. Oh, that's fun. K kills it actually quite easily, meaning that I'm a bit too high leveled here, thanks to my stupidity, and okay, so I guess I'm forced to catch Reshiram. So welcome to the team, Phoenix. K ends up dying to his Zoroark, and I'm forced to use Phoenix, so I just have spam extra sensory until he dies so I can deposit him back in the Pokemon Center. Next attempt, K dies to Caracosta, which happens again because of a crit on Stone Edge and then Aqua Jet. I come back at level 96, which K hits just from all those fights before. End's team finally goes down after using 1 Hone Claws against Zekrom, who always seems to use Light Screen, which is useless because Faye's a physical attacker. Then it's against Getsis, who kills K on both attempts due to Bisharp and Hydreigon. Though I power on through it and grind to level 100. And by that, I mean I use my rare candies because I genuinely cannot be bothered to level up right now. I set up with Home Claws and then reset every time Toxic hit, since that basically ends any chance at winning. I decide to go for a bit riskier strat after my current one kept failing. I actually decide to give K a berry. Cofagrigus starts off with Shadow Ball instead of Toxic, and I have K use Hone Claws 3 times as Cofagrigus then uses Toxic, which gets cured, and then Protect, meaning K takes no damage to Cofagrigus at all. The 3 boosted attack lets her kill Hydreigon in one hit, Bisharp gets 2-shotted, and the rest of his team goes down in 1, meaning I have just beaten Pokemon Black with only 1 Purrloin. Now for the fun stuff I like to talk about after I win. I have a Discord server that's linked down in the description below. Come on and check it out. We always need more people. Overall, it was pretty fun doing this challenge. Don't feel like I wasted any time, definitely. And I'm kinda surprised I won against Getsis with that last plan. Anyways, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe and have yourselves a wonderful day.